morning, happy Halloween. My name is Dean Jones and you're here with us at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. And I have one of the cleanest 2013 King Aires I've ever seen. Just got it on trade, thought I would share it with y'all. It is a 2013 Newmar King Aire 4584 floor plan. It's featured in the Vero exterior color graphics. I thought I'd get a shot of this fabric. These awnings are just in great shape. For a 12-year-old coach, just a great shaped coach. You're gonna see it just over and over and over again today. We have, sold this guy about 3 coaches. This is his trade on it. He just went upgraded to a newer King Aire. One thing I'll say about the King Aires, nothing against frat boys, but these aren't bought by frat boys. They're real particular customers. They take really good care of their coaches. If you want a high-powered, affordable, all the luxuries that 13 had to offer, this is a coach you want to stay tuned and just watch this presentation because it's just amazing. And we haven't even really done anything to it. This is how it was traded in. So I thought I'd give you a sneak peek at it early on, and we'll just go ahead and get started because there's a lot going on. We'll just start with this. When you get a shot of the paint job, it's just beautiful. I don't see a scratch on it. Again, Vero graphics, a lot of tans and browns and a little bit of maroon just to set it off. Great color. You got these big giant cargo doors. And you even have a Dometic freezer on a tray here. So this again, it's got all the options we see on the newer coaches. Nice about this tray is it'll come out past where the slide comes out, so you can actually access the stuff you have stored in here. They were still insulating these basement floors back in 13. And you've got a lot of nice upholstery in there. Right here though, we do have access to our 200-gallon fuel tank with some docking lights. The tires are, I think, from 23, so the tires are pretty new. The wheels look brand new, polish them up. You got Michelin's on the front, Toyos on the back. We also have this little outdoor entertainment for you. So when you're at that race or doing some tailgating, you can throw on the football game, start your cookout out here, have a good time. We also even have the Easy Glide power trays. You can just see the basement's in great shape, real nice and clean. Another tray in here. We have all this storage under here. You do have a 110 in there. Some of your relays won't have you up there. And your little storage right here. There's a big water tank behind there, so not a whole lot of stuff you can put under there, but a lot of times there was a TV here. I like it when they're up here so you can see them a little bit better. This is a 13, so it's not going to have passive steer. But again, these Toyos are date codes of late 23, so you got plenty of tread on that, plenty of life on that. But these wheels are just in great shape. I mean, just really beautiful, well taken care of piece here. It is a DEF unit, so you do have a DEF tank here. Of course, here's our starting batteries, our chassis shut off, some of our filters. Yeah, you don't see any rust in this unit. Coming around the side here, we do have our 600 horse 1950 foot-pound of torque, big turbo diesel Cummins, the Allison transmission. Oil fill, oil dipstick, filter there, Oasis hydronic fluid there. Belts look great. Knowing the owner that as well as I do, the previous owner, Very meticulous in his service, very meticulous in just the way he kept his coach. You'll see the backup camera up there. Down here you have a 15,000 pound towing rating on this hitch here. Still just a beautiful aesthetic on the back cap. It is a side radiated coach. So those of you with big race car trailers, this thing will haul them. You put them right, button them right up against the rear of the coach and it's still gonna breathe just fine. Here we have a little sewer hose stash spot. There's some more docking lights here. And here we have our wet bay. For 13, I'm pretty impressed. You do have a manifold here. Why would you want a manifold? Say something like your washer or dryer or your refrigerator line leaked, you could take this key, turn that off, and still have water other parts of the coach. We do have water filtration. It's going to protect your water system from calcification. We have a nice little fill hose here on a reel. This does have Sanacon. Sanacon is a kind of a macerator pump to get your waste out. Once you use it, you just won't go back. We have all of our fill modes, low point drains, outdoor shower. We can tell what's going on with our tanks here. We got black and gray tank rinse, hot water here. Just everything you have on the new ones. I also like that they're all etched in there. Like all this stuff's etched in that plastic, so you'll never have a sticker fall off and not know what you're doing. That looks as good as the day it was new 12 years ago. Over here we have our power reel, 50 amp cord on a wheel. We have our transfer switch right there. We have cable inlet if you have part cable. And of course we have lights in here. We need to see what we're doing down at the evening. Here's our Oasis, 50,000 BTUs of heat and hot water. It's a hydronic boiler, so it's gonna run quiet heat throughout the whole coach, and it's gonna give you just as much hot water as you're gonna need. We love Oasis here at Transwest. 2 diesel burners on that, by the way. Here's the other side of that guy, and it comes out this side as well. Got another one here. You also notice above my head, window awnings, and that fabric's in great shape as well. Here we have a propane tank, 22 gallons. This coach had a lot of special orders, and we'll get into that when we get inside, but yeah, that was one of them right there. There's your house battery, 6 of them. This is on a slide tray, so you can access them, maintenance them, do what you gotta do. Here's the other side of that 200-gallon fill tank. And again, just take a look at that paint job. It's just like it's brand new. It really has been well taken care of. Over here is our electronics for our coaches. For our chassis, I'm sorry. We also have got our generator running. And it just started right up on the first crank. Really good shape. What you have is a 12,500 watt quiet diesel generator. The hours on it, I think, are about 1,200. Yep, 1224. You got your air horns here. They're not on top anymore. All your, look at that big reservoir for your windshield wiper fluid. That filter is actually for the Oasis. Keep the fuel burning nice and clean. Over here you have hydraulic reservoir here. And again, just well taken care of, clean. I don't see any abuse on this coach. If you look up at that windshield, I don't see a pit on it. We do have the magnets for the magnet shade if you want to go that route. For privacy, go ahead and shut that. That runs like it's supposed to, nice and smooth. We've got nice big high visibility mirrors here. blind spot cameras, great visibility headlights. Still a beautiful front end, even though it's a 13. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So as you come in the coach, notice these two steps come out. They're all dressed up with all the chrome coverings. We do have a doorbell. We do have a keyless entry. We have some storage in here. We come into this beautiful coach. Nice and warm in here. I'm gonna take off my coat. But just beautiful. You have natural cherry high gloss cabinets all throughout. And they're in just great shape. I don't see a scratch on them anywhere. You also notice I have plenty of room coming through here. I can get to my refrigerator, my pantry, my mid-bath, all the way back to the bed here. Let me go ahead and open this slide while I'm here. Oh, it's right here. So some of the, stats on this coach: towing 15,000 pounds, 200 gallons of fuel. We got 130 gallons of fresh water, 80 gallons of gray water storage, and we have 60 gallons of black. It's a 45-foot coach, width of 8.6, and the overall height is 13 foot 4 inches. Dry weight's 45,050, and the GVWR is 54,000. That gives you a GVWR of 54,000. So some of the specials on this coach, so when you order these coaches, you can do a lot of concessions with Newmar. This one's had the entertainment system changed. They've added overhead cabinets. They've massage feature to the seats. Did a different Venice leather, as you see in here. They also did 2 satellite feeds, front and back. They went with this upgraded residential refrigerator with extra batteries. So they've just done a lot of cool things to it. Let me open these other slides and show you how much room this is, and then we'll get started. Let me switch places with you. Come on. There it goes. Big giant slide going all the way down this thing, sucker. And it really looks like this thing was just kind of put in a time capsule. But it does have 63,000 miles, so it has been run. It hasn't been sitting there drying up in a barn anywhere. But you wouldn't know it by looking at it. We've got 20,000 mile coaches that can't hold a candle to this one. Goes out nice and smooth. And here's our kitchen slide. So you have opposing slides. It's a 3-slide coach, bath and a half. Opposing couches. You do have the chairs with the desk dinette, they call that. Does have a security system. It also has a Bose surround sound system that was put in here. They've extended the floor tile all the way through the bedroom. Back in the day, you used to have carpet back there. Yeah, just a ton of little extras on this guy. So we'll just start in the back, work our way forward. Seems to be the easiest way to go. Do have a step up there. One thing you have to get used to coming and going in this thing. But again, beautiful beveled natural cherry doors, beautiful mirror, his and her sinks. Nice, beautiful faucets on this guy. Really nice cedar lined master closet with a safe in there. You'll also notice all the books are right there. I mean, just one thing you're not going to get is the egress door on this one. That was a little bit later. But you do have a nice macerator ceramic toilet. Underneath this porcelain tile, You do have heated floors in this guy. That was another option. We have a really nice shower. I'm 6'1", fit in here plenty. Nice adjustable for our wand. Again, nice chrome faucets. Nice teak seat. And there's just this glass is in great shape. Tiles in great shape. Grout looks good. Just a really nice piece again. For those of you that are a little bit weary of the digital stuff, this has got the analog switches all the way throughout. And we got nice little medicine cabinets on both sides. Great little stack trim right there. Over here, we got all this storage here. Everything closes real nice. Dovetail drawers. Like they were built yesterday. And you've got more storage right there. You'll also notice 110 on both sides. That'll come in handy when you're getting ready. We also have a nice slider door, mirror inlays. Around to the bedside. All the original bedding in great shape. We've got plenty of storage. It's all carpeted. Nice upholstered headboard. You got windows on both sides. All these shades run on switches, so still the case with the King Aire back then. We do have more storage here. More storage there. We could definitely, for the CPAC users, we could definitely put a 110 up there, some ports for your plumbing if you'd like that. Here at Transwest, we can do that, no problem. But again, it's a testament to their woodwork. I mean, this is a 12-year-old coach, and their woodwork looks like it was done yesterday. So, for even those looking at new coaches, I mean, that's just a great testimony to that. Under here, we got our other two chairs for our the desk dinette. We also have our attachments for our central vac on a nice bed lift. Nightstands on both sides. Just a little bit of storage there. Of course, on this other side, we have a lot of nice storage. We do have a silver leaf here. We do have our old school exit window. Hopefully you could stick the landing on that one. Hopefully you never need it. Nice little solid surface countertops throughout. We do have a little port here if you want to. I think there was probably a Bose thing here at one point. But we have these nice deep drawers here. And of course, back in these days, we had carpet on the slides, but this carpet's in great shape. So keep in mind, this coach wasn't super detailed before this video. We watched the outside and that was it. This is how we got it. So some of y'all ask about the backstory on these coaches. I can just tell you this one's been treated very, very nicely. Nice Sony Smart TV. We also have, it's kind of neat, we have three different screens to see what's going on inside and outside the coach. You can look right here. You can also go to the outside and see if anyone's creeping around your coach. Hopefully that's not the case. But again, we have our shades, we have our lights. Everything's on these analog switches. And then for privacy on this room, we have this beautiful door. Everything just slides smooth, locks up smooth. This one's pretty much ready to go, I would think. Beautiful ceiling thing. We have the HVAC above there. What's beautiful about Newmar, just all the Newmars, is you have an attic there with a bunch of insulation. You don't have your little white AC thing here and your compressor's not 2 inches above that. So what you hear when you have the AC on in here, you're gonna hear airflow, you're not gonna hear compressor. So awesome there, soft ceiling, everything's in really good shape. And you come out here and we have our our half bath. Turn on some lights here. I'll let you get a shot in there. Really beautiful, like wallpaper here, little accented wallpaper and kind of a checkerboard pattern. A nice mosaic backsplash, under mount sink. We've got our power up here for our 110 breakers, all labeled just fine. We have more breakers here and some fuses over on the left. Again, a great shot at that, just real subtle wallpaper, just gives it a little bit of flavor there. 110 GFCI, same macerator toilet. And we got our toilet paper there. Nice little place to hide it and little access to your plumbing. Just a great little bathroom. Of course, we call this our travel bath because you're not going to jump over the bed to use the bathroom. But again, 2 bathrooms are better than 1. So here's the switch for the slide for the bed. Right here, washer and dryer, Whirlpool. And then we got a little drawer there, and this is where our Dirt Devil vacuum system is. This is where we hook up our attachments. We can kick this little dustpan on and sweep everything into that vacuum system. Bouncing back to this side, we've got great pantry space. Those doors are adjustable. This is going to be for our audio video, for our TV. We have a televator. And this is just kind of where it's plumbed to. And then we also probably get that TV over there too. So this is kind of the hub for all that. And we got this other great big pantry. Again, everything's functioning just as it should. And again, the upgrade was this nice big Whirlpool refrigerator, residential. Get out of the way here. Nice maker up here. We do have water filtration. There's a brand new filter for you. Hasn't even been unwrapped. Of course, this all locks with just a little slide right there. So back to this side. We'll go the galley here. A lot of information about the coach on both the insides of these cabinet doors. Nice big slide drawer there. We do have the other thing. It's over back by the washer and dryer here. We just got to take the washer out to get it. But it is there. It's in one piece. We have a little place for scrubbies there. And of course, you get this 2 basin sink. Nice little soap dispenser, and you also have a nice little spray wand here. A beautiful stainless backsplash under there. I don't know if you can get a shot of that, but here's one of our registers for our Oasis. We also have places for our, this pops out. We have rubbish cans, that sort of thing. Access to our plumbing. That is all lit under there. One of the things that the old owner did, they didn't really care for the dishwasher, so they put a wine fridge in here. So a wine chiller, really nice, fit right in there. Just an absolute nice little adjustment, but it looks almost factory. So it does look factory. And we're seeing a lot more of those in the new coaches too. So the propane feeds this top, so it's a diesel furnace. This is all that propane tank's going to really feed there. We also have a really nice convection microwave. And then we have a little bit of room up here for spices and what have you. But nice crown, beautiful. I mean, just the woodwork in this thing is just go on and on about it. Back over here to our desk dinette. Chopping up the flow here. This table is freestanding, bring it out to the middle of your room, play a card game or something. Again, beautiful countertops throughout. What you'll see over here is you've got, back in the day with the old desktops, we had a nice little place for a keyboard. We can feed this through up to a monitor. You can still do so if you like to work like that. If you have a printer, you can throw it there. Just a really nice place to do some work if you're working out of your coach. The only thing this thing doesn't have that I would recommend is Starlink, and we can do that here at Transwest. Get Starlink in there, get you satellite internet, power your workstation here, not a problem. This back. And just really nice chairs. I happen to know they used covers on all this furniture when they were using it. And overhead, we've got all this storage here. I think this was a special add-on here. I think they opted to put these up here to add a little bit more storage in their coach when they built it, the original owner. Again, lots of specials, a lot of concessions. A little bit of artwork might be worth something. 12 years old, you never know. You also have a nice little sleeper here. All the original pillows are in great shape. Pulls right out. And it is there, you air it up. There's a little pump back here. You'll also notice there's some seat belts back here. And they're all bunched up nicely. I don't know if they've been used, but they're there. 3 of them. Let the air out, put it away, and you're off and running. And it is Villa furniture, so they're still using Villa today. So great furniture. This fabric here has stood the test of time and has also been well taken care of. Windows do open, lots of visibility around here. And you also have the TV comes up. So I was mistaken. I'm pretty sure now. This is gonna, oh no, that's all in that hub, right on. So some more storage there. A lot of lighting there. Wall sconces, under cabinet lighting, get a good visibility of the galley. Nice little love seat there. We have some storage right there. And keep in mind, heated floors again throughout, so great option to have. It's got an extra wide passenger seat. You also have a Sony Vision right here for the co-pilot to see what's going on. Over here we have our own HVAC system. We've got visors, ceiling lights, got a map light right above our head. Really nice seats with massagers right there. They also spin around. They also have recliners on them. Nice cup holder. And of course, here's our kind of everything you're gonna need is right here. So we have solar up there, it's charging. We have a battery disconnect. Here's our slide deals there. We have those awnings on the windows you power right here. You also, right there, security lights on the door. We have drapes. We can for this area around here. Shades. We also have another power screen we can actually kind of run stuff on. Tells us where our chassis batteries are on. Look at our generator. We can actually do our climate, our Oasis. We got the heat on right now. It's a little chilly out there. This is our floor heat. We've got a bedroom, living room, and kitchen zones. And this is also supplied with a Traveler satellite system. We have our Bose speakers. Again, it does have a Bose surround sound system in it. A little bit of storage up here. And then we have a little bit more over here, but this is going to be our awning. We have a rotating antenna up there. We can move it around with this guy. We also have our 2 awnings. Go ahead and get those in. These are all our awnings there. Nice little smoke detector. But over here in the cockpit, we have, and for 13, I was pretty impressed. You got carbon fiber all throughout. Nice little accents there, nice little touch. Standard HVAC there. So let us know if our tires need air. Little Sony Vision, you can see a good picture on that. We'd also have our radio and navigation here, little GPS antenna. We can get through the screen here. We can do some diagnostics on it, on the coach. Looks like we need to get some air in this tire. It's a little cold today, that's probably why. We can go through camera selection here. These are our docking lights I showed you outside. More courtesy lights. This is our step cover if we want to close off that stairwell. Operating smooth as it ever did. We do have some visors here. And these are split visors. This is kind of interesting. They don't do that anymore, but it's nice. Overhead fans. We can go high, medium, low. We have front fan under here from the Oasis. We have a collision warning system right here, this Vorad Bendix system. We also have power mirrors, left and right. And we also have heaters in there. We have tractions on this coach already. One of the great things about it, it doesn't have passive steer, but it still has comfort drive. And that's going to be a little bit of a steering effort adjustment if you have side wind, a crowned highway. But also, my favorite part of comfort drive is it always kind of gets your wheels back to 0%. It's a big help when you're backing this thing up and you want it to be straight. We do have a trailer brake under here. We have fog lights, battery boost. We have an air horn, those big air horns I showed you in there. We have a nice power window here for paying tolls or ordering drive-through. I'm just kidding. HWH, computerized hydraulic leveling. We have our Hadley air ride system that we can lower and do that sort of thing. Here's your Allison transmission gearbox. And you have a tag dump. Put it on auto, let it do it yourself. And you also have your engine brake. The other thing you have on this, guys, you got driver memories, which we don't, just really nice system there. I have it in my car, I use it all the time. But again, all this nice carbon fiber. Everything's analog, but I mean, everything works great. Again, it is a DEF unit. And you'll notice 64,132 miles. Looks like it's got 10,000 miles on it. It's just an absolutely gorgeous coach. And it was a pleasure to show it to you today on this Halloween. Let me get the step cover out. It's got that big power. It's going to do really well in the hills, pulling a trailer, pulling a toad. You won't even know it's back there. It's got plenty of life left. It's in great shape. Give me a call, 720-347-7063, or text me at that number. Or if you want any more details on this coach or any other coach we have, feel free to reach out at dean.jones@transwest.com. Stay tuned. Todd Thornton's doing a really nice Super C trade that he just got. Both great opportunities. So we appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next Friday.